This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Edalis, Dre, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Allie, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Fika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Benna, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, and Rachel. If you'd like to support this channel, since it's unmonetized and get some pretty cool perks like weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. Hey. Come on. You gotta give me at least a little bit of credit. I figured you'd be here. The families have been so interconnected for such a long time that just because, you know, there wouldn't be any reason to stop inviting y'all. Plus, my mom told me ahead of time, so there's that too. Thanks, you look good too. I love the hair, by the way. Completely different, but I love it. No, I yeah. You don't need my, opinion, but I just want to let you know it looks good. So, are you, there are two reasons that you came up here. One, you wanted to come up and do an obligatory greeting to me because you know I'd be up here because where else would I be during a holiday party? Or two, you came up here because you are also kind of sick and tired of hearing everyone talk about nonsense and rambling on about things that don't even remotely matter for however long they've been going at it down there. So, is it option one or option two? Do I say hello back and watch you walk away, or do you come sit down on this bed with me? Because those are the two options we have. Or is because since I'm out of the loop, is there a new third option that I haven't been made aware of yet? Yeah. I kind of figured it would be the second option. I was down there when everyone was starting to come in, and because I was setting up the hors d'oeuvre plates, and I gotta say, I could already tell that there was some sinister energy going on down there. So I don't even know how you even lasted this long. Oh, I saw your car through the window pull up, so I promise I wasn't actively looking for you, but I don't know. It looks nicer out there than it is in here. Yeah, it might just be nostalgia talking, but if it is, then maybe I'll overlook that in order to make myself believe that there is actually something nicer out there than in here, Oh, it was good. I'm not avoiding anything. I don't know. Do you really want to hear about it? Is that something you want? Because I don't know. If it is, I'll tell you. But if it's not, I don't want to, belabor anything. Okay. No, yeah. I guess it is the natural question. The internship was great. It was really, really good. I ended up living in this what's the commune? I think that's the right word for it. Yeah, no, it is. I don't know why I said I think. It is. It's like a collective of like really, really broke art people. And I met some really, really cool people there that had very interesting ideas, and it started to actually feel like a family because everyone was so close. We had this painter woman. Her name was Julie, but we called her Mama J. And I swear to God, she has some of the most interesting and beautiful art that I've ever seen. I don't know how a studio hasn't picked her up yet, or a gallery or anything, but she would always make like a plethora of breakfast for all of us, and we would have like a group breakfast. And it was so nice. It felt like people were there for you, you know? Yeah, it was different. But then I would go off to the studio and I would work and I would do my 9 to 5, and then I would come back and then I'd have dinner and then I'd hang out and we'd play card games. We'd talk about life. Nobody ever really even used their cell phone that much. I know that's like a corny thing. Obviously, we need cell phones, and society wouldn't operate in the way that it does now if we didn't have them. But it was just kind of nice to disconnect from the world, and especially considering I was working in a position, or interning in a position, that expressly required only that to connect with the world. So I still talk to a lot of them. Yeah. Pretty consistently. They're good people, and I appreciate every single one of them. Usually, when people told me that had lived in collectives beforehand, or places like that, or communes, that there's at least one bad apple. So we're very lucky that we didn't have any bad apples, and we didn't. You know me. I don't have a problem finding people to dislike, but everyone was so genuine. Yeah, exactly. Just the opposite of here, I guess. But the connection with the studio, also just on a work level, was really good. It's the stigma around LA is overwork, underpay, borderline workplace abuse. But I mean, I guess because it's an indie studio, there's less of that going on, and I didn't experience it, and I was there a lot. So I'm not undermining any experience. If anyone comes out and they're like, this is the worst place I've ever worked, and I'll believe them, but just never saw anything about it. And they really liked me. No, I wish I had just gone to California and I've come back and I have a completely different outlook on everything. I don't worry about what people think about me. That would be awesome if that was actually the case and I just, automatically assumed the positives. But no, that's not the case. The actual case is because it's an internship. I had to get some papers signed for school to, sign off on the fact that I did what I had to do there and I did it competently and adequately. And so I went and I got the paper signed I thought I was going to see my boss, but they actually set me up with the CEO of the company, since it's not a very big company. It's big for companies, but not for a film production and distribution company. So I went, and the CEO said that they really, really liked me there. Yeah, I kind of worked all over. Of course, it's like social media intern, but I kind of just did whatever they wanted me to do since I was actually interested in the field. Yeah, I did a couple of times, and that was really, really cool. There was one day my higher up Brenda, she was like, hey, we need someone to be a grip on set. The grip like canceled out. Will you come be our grip? And I said sure. And I just went, and I was like, oh, do I still need to get my work done? And like, no, I need to. And it was, I don't know, it was all kind of a whirlwind. It was really, really great. But the point is, I went in and I got the paper signed, and he said, oh yeah, by the way, I know you have one semester left at school, and that's good. You got to go back and finish your education. And when you finish, we have a permanent, full-time position waiting here for you. Yeah. Yeah, in the social media department, but with room to expand. Like, he actually said room to expand, which is insane to me. I'm an intern. I haven't told anyone yet, but I don't know. I can't not go back. You know, I don't really belong here. I wish I did, because I'd like to be around family, and I'd like to have these stories that everyone else does about, growing up here and finding a partner and settling down and falling in love with the town all over again as an adult. But I don't. And going out there was a kind of a wake-up call to me to help me realize that I never would ever. And yeah, so I'm gonna finish up my last semester here, winter to spring, and then I think I'm gonna leave. Yeah, the commune said that they'd welcome me back like anytime. So that would be nice to get in there and start off. I know that communes have a bad rep, but it was like a pretty solid place to be, and it located very well. It was like a 15-minute bike ride to work, so I might go back there. Maybe if I have enough money, I'll try and find an apartment of some sorts, but that's going to be insanely expensive. Yeah, no, maybe I'll just try and find a room. I don't know what I'll do, but I know that I can't be here. Of course I'm scared. I don't know. They're just, I know that the longer that I have of a period of time between when I tell them and when I leave, they are going to try in everything in their power to convince me to stay. And I know that it's not a malicious thing that they're doing, but sometimes I can't help but feel that it is self-serving, And I hate that. I hate being that guy. I don't want to feel like I'm turning my back on my family, but I have tried so many times to get them to realize exactly. They don't get it. They don't get that this is not where I am meant to be. I didn't know that Los Angeles was the place I was meant to be, but I knew that it was being not here. And I had to be not here to realize or fully realize my thought that being here is not where I was meant to be. That is, I didn't even mean to go on for that long about me. I don't know, the window, looking out that window just puts me in such a trance, and the thoughts just keep going. So what about you? How are you doing? Mm-hmm. See, I told you could do it. No, that's great. I'm not being sarcastic at all. Why would I be sarcastic? Listen, just because I got better grades than you doesn't mean that I'm not proud of you for getting like significantly improved grades. I'm not looking down on you because of that. I know like how much of a struggle it is, and I'm really proud. Can a man not be proud of someone anymore? I did have to edit it. Yeah, I don't know. Saying to your ex that can't a man be proud of his woman anymore is that I don't know. I don't think that would have gone over well with you, right? Yeah, I figured. But regardless, other than grades and doing well, how is everything? I'm not trying to make small talk. It's been like 6 months since I've seen you or talked to you, despite numerous attempts. No. Listen, I'm not blaming you at all. I would not. Everyone deserves the right to grieve and process things at their own pace. But no, there is no but to that. I did reach out, and I don't know, because I don't know if you blocked me or not, because it would always go straight to voicemail, which I mean, get it, but I did try to reach out. No, it totally makes sense. I wouldn't want to hear from me either. So I promise I'm not just trying to small talk you. I am very, very interested in knowing how everything is going for you, and what has changed since I left. You know, just because you break up with someone doesn't mean that they don't still, like, all of those years that you spend with them and all of that, those emotions of care and protectiveness and all of that, it doesn't just, go away. Maybe for some people, but those people are probably sociopaths, and I am not. At least I don't think I am. At least I hope I'm not. At least I've been told that I'm not from my therapist and stuff. Yeah, I started going to therapy online because health insurance would have been weird because I'm in a different state, and that would have been just really confusing. But I went online, and I don't know. I feel better about the way that I process my own emotions and all of my anxiety and depression and stuff. Hey, please, dude, don't, no, stop it. You can't call me out for stuff like that, okay? I am very aware that I am ending sentences with "and stuff" or "so." I am cognizant of that fact. It's because I'm nervous, and it's better to end sentences like that than to just let it trail off and be super duper awkward. No, I guess this is a good revenge of sorts. I do think, I guess this was warranted. Yeah, I'm nervous because I'm nervous because of you, okay? I'm not as visibly shaky and terrified of things and skittish as I used to be, but I'm still, at the very core, someone who is immediately overwhelmed by the sheer brilliance of your presence. You know, that's not what I know I did. And I live with that decision every single day. Always. And you may think that I'm being hyperbolic, but I can actually literally promise you that there was not a single day that I was in California where you did not come across my mind. Not one. I counted. I have a whole thing on my notes app listing the days that I thought about you and the times associated with those days. Yeah, exactly. It's so super hyper specific that you can't not believe that I'm telling the truth. I really especially thought about you when I was in therapy or when I was in sessions. And thought to myself, what if I had done this before I had left? What if I had taken the initiative to go to therapy and process through all of my issues? I know I'm the one who broke up with you. I'm not saying that my issues, like you broke up with me because of my issues. I'm saying my issues maybe would have not. Thank you. I still have a little bit of that self-sabotage in me. I know that anxiety and depression are like normal things and they happen and they're not issues. They're just things that are happening to you. But still, I couldn't help but feel, this is all bullshit. No, not this conversation. I'm bullshit. And I'm bullshitting around what I want to say, and I've really worked on not doing that, so I'm gonna just say what I want to say to you right here, right now. Is that okay? Yeah, I know, totally different. I don't remember I don't know when I was here, I can't remember a single time that I took reins at the conversation like this, but I need to do it. Otherwise I'm never going to, ever. Los Angeles is the place where my life started. I cannot believe that I was who I was 6 months ago and I am who I am now. Even you have noticed there is a very significant difference. Los Angeles is my home. I know that is where I am meant to be now. I totally understand that. Here is the thing, though. As much as I love Los Angeles, as much as I love the communities that's there, that I found in the commune, as much as I love the job that I had and working in a field that I love to death, as much as I adored being away from a space that constantly tried to fit me into a box that I was inevitably never going to be in, the fact that all of those things, every single thing that I mentioned, were amazing and made Los Angeles the best. And there was still something that brought me back here. There was a point where I said, I'm just going to drop out and take the position and try and finish my final semester from home or for online at a different university that does that. I've already done my internship in my penultimate semester. You need to do an internship or a thesis. I did the internship. I can basically do everything else I need to do online, but I came back here. And I came back here because even though all of these amazing things happened to me, my heart was still not complete. And it was because I didn't. Oh, God. It was because you weren't in it. My life. Yeah. And I know that I was the one who broke up with you. I was going to say I don't know what I was thinking, but I did know what I was thinking. I thought that I would never come back. I did. Even if the internship didn't work out, I was planning on just never coming back, and I didn't want to just ghost my entire life back here with any people really super connected to me out of the loop. And the only person who was really super connected to me that I really cared about ghosting was you. And you were here, and you have the job, and you were going to school just like me, and I couldn't ask to take you out of that environment at all. So I broke up with you. But I never stopped loving you at all. And being in this amazing environment as opposed to being here, and the fact that I still couldn't bring myself to full joy and happiness, and knowing that that missing piece was you and your smile and your energy, and getting the privilege of talking to you and being with you every single day. I knew that I was still in love with you, and so I tried to call numerous times. Social media, you had me blocked on those two, which once again, can't blame you for it, but this isn't the point. The point, I said, I'm getting caught up again. I said I would tell you exactly what I want to tell you right now, right here, and that is that I want you to come back with me to LA as my partner, because I am deeply, madly, truly, and completely in love with you. And I know that this may sound selfish. I promise you it's not. I know who you are. It's 4 years of dating. You know who that person is. I've seen you grow up. I've seen you change. I know exactly what you think about this place that we are in right now. You hate it just as much as me. And I don't want to overanalyze, but I know that you still feel the same way about me too. And you know that I am not a person who would say something like that willy-nilly. That is something that has stuck with me. I have not changed in that regard, but I can see that sparkle in your eyes. Even from the moment that you entered this room, I saw it. And that is a sparkle that is solely reserved, or was reserved, for me. I want you to come with me. I want us to get out of this place and build a life together, a life that we deserve, a life of happiness. I haven't forgotten those conversations in high school about us just leaving and getting out of here and never having to deal with anything again. Sure, we were best friends then. The only difference is that I am madly in love with you now. So that's why I knew you'd come. I wanted to be here. And I wanted to ask that if you still felt the same way, if you... Every word of it. No, of course, you can take your time. You can think about it. But can we, can I, would it... Yeah, no, after, the kissing takes away any sort of confidence or smoothness that I had whatsoever throughout the rest of this conversation. Would you possibly do me the honor of going steady with me to Electric Boogaloo? Okay. So you can take your time. You don't have to give me the answer right now, but just promise me you'll think about it. Because as much as I would love to go back to Los Angeles, you mean more than that. Yeah. Wherever you want to go, I know that, because I know we're not staying here. I know that you're not staying here. Wherever you want to go, I'll follow you. It's not a matter of where it is, it's a matter of who it's with, and it's with you. Now, are you ready to go downstairs and show face for 10 to 15 minutes and then get the heck out of here? Because I am dying to go get something to eat. I am starving. Yeah, whatever you want. I'm down for anything as long as it's with you, and it will be our official second first date. Yeah, I guess we gotta make it memorable then, right? After you, ma'am.